Hi, this is Sajad, and I am an artist, and I love to work with film pieces, putting them together and make them more and more beautiful and interesting to watch. I have been working for the VFX industry for about 20 years. I was honored to be a part of compositing teams in various studios. To name some of the projects, the feature films include The Fall Guy, Saving Bikini Bottom, The Sandy Cheeks, Spaceman, Landscape with Invisible Hands, Night of Zodiac, Scream 6, We Have a Ghost, and Prey. Also the Ripley series and the Boys series. I have worked for different scaled companies, from companies with 10 employees to companies with 5,000 employees. Based on what they need, every company has developed tools and workflows to make their works more subtle, more effective, and more fast. So as you can imagine, in order to survive in such fast-growing industry, I needed to learn the tools and workflows to be able to do my main duties, which were compositing tasks that I was being assigned. In this mega course of Zero to Hero, I start by showing you default nodes in Nuke, then demonstrate their application in production. Anyone can introduce a node, but understanding how it functions in production is crucial. Throughout this course, I'll illustrate workflows using the most utilized nodes in compositing, sharing insights gained from years of experience. So my main purpose in this course is to help you understand the usual workflows, Nuke compositing and acceleration, and Python coding for automating everyday compositing with tips and tricks that I have learned so far during the work, and no one will tell you about them. I don't believe in the concept of beginner or intermediate courses. To become a professional Nuke artist, you must thoroughly understand everything from start to finish. Therefore, my course is structured as a path towards becoming a proficient Nuke artist. During this course, I will tell you when most artists get stuck, where are most of the client and supervisor notes, and offer solutions to them. This course serves as a comprehensive reference for Nuke compositing. Unlike other courses segmented into beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, each subject is explained here from its fundamentals to advanced levels, with an emphasis on the workflow of major VFX companies. Whether you aspire to work for top studios or as an indie or freelance artist, this course equips you with the necessary knowledge. The theory of compositing differs greatly from its practical application. When pursuing a career as a compositor, clients prioritize results over theoretical knowledge. This course delves into the theory behind every aspect of Nuke, complemented by over 100 practical examples to help you excel as a compositor. Online video tutorials often overwhelm with unnecessary information, causing confusion when trying to apply it practically. In contrast, this course focuses exclusively on daily use parts of the compositing process and software. Mastering these essentials can save you considerable time. I have structured this course over multiple weeks, each dedicated to specific aspects of compositing in Nuke. Alongside comprehensive lessons, you will receive access to exercise files and the footage used in my demonstrations. This hands-on approach ensures you gain practical experience as you learn. In the first week, we'll begin by exploring the workflow of major VFX companies, including an overview of different departments, teams, and the specific roles within them. Following this, I'll guide you through setting up your work environment in Linux and demonstrate how optimizing your environment enhances your compositing workflow. We'll then dive into creating our first slap comp in Nuke, ensuring you become familiar with the various parts, nodes, and tools essential for effective compositing. In week 2, we will focus on mastering the most essential tool in compositing, which is roto and masking. We'll delve into the critical role of roto in major VFX companies, and explore how big-budget productions handle complex roto challenges. Additionally, I will provide a detailed explanation of pre-mult and un-pre-mult nodes, illustrating how these nodes significantly impact color handling within your compositions. In week 3, we will delve into the intricate world of tracking. I will comprehensively cover all aspects of tracking in Nuke, including 2D and 3D tracking methods, tracking both flat and perspective objects, as well as stabilizing techniques, both in 2D and 3D. We'll explore advanced topics such as tracking blurry footage, smart vectors, vector distort, grid walk tracking, and the vector corner pin tracker. Throughout, I'll share numerous tips and tricks to optimize your tracking workflow and ensure seamless integration into your compositions. In week 4, we'll focus on the critical skill of removing green or blue screen color by creating a template. Green screen removal is essential in compositing, especially for preserving fine details like hair and edges, crucial for achieving professional results. Unlike tutorials shot in ideal conditions, real-world production scenarios often present challenges such as this shot or this shot. I'll guide you through creating a robust green screen removal template that ensures hair detail preservation. We'll also cover spill removal techniques, automate luminance, matching between background and foreground elements, and tackle the removal of tracking markers from screens. These skills are fundamental for becoming a proficient compositing artist in demanding production environments. In week 5, we will immerse ourselves in the extensive realm of grading in Nuke, covering a diverse range of topics essential for high-quality compositing in production. By the end of this week, you will gain a solid understanding of bit depth, color space, and color management in Nuke, linearization and its importance, primary and secondary color correction techniques, alpha grading and selective color correction, matching black points, white points, exposure, gradient, and color tones between two inputs, harmonizing composited elements and CG color matching, managing depth and understanding white balance, reverse grade and deep color grading, advanced technical color matching between two shots, AOV passes and the reconstruction of beauty passes. And do you really need to learn the beauty pass reconstruction, integration and leveraging benefits of AOV and deep files in compositing, concepts of bubble mask, crypto matte, and integrating 2D or 3D elements into deep and creation of ID mats from final compositions. Additionally, I will share numerous tips and techniques that not only deepen your understanding, but also enhance the appeal of your final compositions. This comprehensive exploration will equip you with the skills needed to execute professional-grade compositing tasks effectively. In week 6, we will explore the expansive world of 3D within Nuke, covering a wide array of concepts essential for integrating 3D elements into your compositions. Understanding the 3D system in Nuke and how to work in 3D, importing other 3D geometries into Nuke, applying lights and shadows effectively, understanding cameras, including concepts like photography, lenses, f-stop, exposure and aperture, basic lighting setups such as key light, fill light, and backlight, shadow techniques for integrating 2D footage seamlessly, Utilizing AOV passes from scanline and ray render nodes for generating different types of shadows, implementing depth of field effects, creating models from 2D footage using the Model Builder node, handling space scenes and interactions of light in 3D environments, numerous tips and tricks for achieving accurate and visually stunning results when integrating 3D elements into 2D compositions. This comprehensive exploration will provide you with the knowledge and skills necessary to proficiently incorporate 3D elements into your compositing work within Nuke. In Week 7, we will delve into two exciting topics: morphing and particles, which are essential skills for creating dynamic and realistic effects directly within Nuke. In the morphing section, you will learn morphing single footage, morphing between two footage, conditions and technical aspects of effective morphing, color matching techniques specific to morphing, utilizing various morphing tools and their applications. In the particle section, we will cover particle basics, including types and behaviors, customizing particle systems to achieve desired effects, particle templates, simulating crowds, such as stadiums or armies of soldiers, using particle system, These topics will equip you with the skills needed to enhance your compositions with seamless morphing transitions and dynamic particle effects, empowering you to create compelling visual experiences directly within Nuke. In Week 8, we will explore two powerful nodes in Nuke, STMap and iDistort, which are crucial for achieving distortions and creative effects in compositing. In the STMap section, you will learn the concept of STMap and its applications, techniques for using STMap to distort images effectively. In the iDistort section, we will cover warping images based on UV channels, practical uses of iDistort in compositing workflows, tips and tricks for achieving desired distortions and creative effects using iDistort. These nodes are fundamental tools that will expand your capabilities in Nuke, enabling you to manipulate images and create compelling visual effects with precision and creativity. In Week 9, we will explore the revolutionary Keen Tools collection, a robust set of nodes crafted to simplify intricate 3D tasks directly within Nuke. Throughout the week, we will focus on creating 3D head and face within Nuke, utilizing 2D footage for precise tracking, painting directly on the face, integrating 3D lighting onto the face, applying and transferring the lighting effects seamlessly onto the footage, numerous tips and tricks to enhance matching and streamline compositing tasks. These sessions will equip you with advanced techniques to handle complex 3D tasks efficiently, leveraging the powerful capabilities of Keen Tools for comprehensive compositing workflows in Nuke. In Week 10, we will dive deeply into the concept of projection in Nuke, a fundamental technique in compositing that utilizes the camera to project images onto 3D objects. You will learn setting up projections in Nuke, practical applications of projections in compositing, color correction techniques specific to projections, creating a 3D scene from 2D footage using projection techniques, addressing common glitches and challenges in projection, advanced projection concepts and their applications, cleaning up footage using projection techniques, numerous tips and tricks to maximize the effectiveness of projections in your compositions. By the end of this week, you will have a comprehensive understanding of projection workflows in Nuke, empowering you to effectively integrate 2D and 3D elements while achieving realistic and visually compelling results. In week 11, we will delve into one of the most critical aspects of compositing: focus and defocus. Mastering these techniques allows you to seamlessly integrate elements within a shot, ensuring they share the same level of camera defocus and enhancing the overall impact of your composition. You will learn fundamentals of focus and defocus, understanding the differences between them, techniques for achieving precise focus and defocus effects, variations in camera lenses and their impact on defocus, methods for controlling and limiting defocus, utilizing other tools for defocus effects, creative applications of focus and defocus techniques, defocus principles, using depth passes for accurate defocusing, troubleshooting common issues related to defocus techniques with AOV passes and deep files, creating atmospheric effects for both CG and footage, technical tips and tricks to optimize your compositing workflow. By the end of this week, you will have a comprehensive understanding of focus and defocus techniques in compositing, equipping you with the skills to achieve cohesive and visually compelling compositions. In week 12, we will explore two essential topics: deep render and motion blur. In the deep section, you will learn understanding deep render files, creation, purpose and advantages in production, techniques for integrating 2D and 3D elements into deep structures, how major VFX studios utilize deep files in their workflows. In the motion blur section, we will cover tools for generating motion blur in Nuke, comparing the pros and cons of generating motion blur in Nuke versus CG software like Maya, exploring different types of motion blur tools in Nuke, including directional blur, motion blur 2D, motion blur 3D, vector blur, and vector generator. Using scanline and ray render nodes for motion blur effects. Numerous tips and tricks for maximizing the effectiveness of motion blur nodes in Nuke. By the end of this week, you will have a comprehensive understanding of deep rendering and motion blur techniques in Nuke. In week 13, we will explore two powerful techniques in Nuke: time remapping and relighting, essential for achieving precise control over time and lighting within your compositions. In the time nodes section, you will learn introduction to powerful time nodes in Nuke, such as frame hold, frame range, retime, time echo, time offset, Chronos, and O-flow, handling challenges with retiming nodes, advanced techniques for matching the speeds of foreground and background footages, preparing shots for smooth transitions and morphing effects. In the relight section, we will cover concept of relighting using CG and AOV passes, tools and methods for relighting 3D and 2D footage effectively, techniques for enhancing lighting and integrating elements seamlessly, tips and tricks to maximize the efficiency and quality of your relighting workflows in Nuke. By the end of this week, you will have a comprehensive understanding of time remapping and relighting techniques in Nuke, equipping you with the skills to manipulate time and lighting to achieve compelling visual effects in your compositions. In week 14, we will delve into a variety of topics focusing on grain, rendering, and additional visual effects in Nuke. Here's what we'll cover: grain and noise. Understanding the differences between grain and noise. Sources of grain and noise in footage. Techniques for controlling and matching grain in your compositions. Rendering and write node. Utilizing the rendering process effectively in Nuke, exploring the write node, managing layers, channels, and formats, tips and techniques for rendering workflows used in major VFX companies and freelance projects. Creating visual effects, implementing effects such as chromatic aberration and similar parallel gizmos, creating God rays, volume rays, aurora, and utilizing perspective painting techniques, practical demonstrations, and workflow examples for each effect. In week 15, we will delve into coding in Nuke with a focus on AI and machine learning technologies. Contrary to concerns about AI taking jobs, understanding and utilizing AI tools can empower you to advance your career as a senior compositing artist. Visual effects companies are increasingly adopting AI to streamline processes, potentially automating 50 to 60% of tasks currently handled by junior and mid-level compositors. This shift will elevate the demand for experienced artists to oversee the final stages and ensure quality. During this week, we will explore utilizing AI and Nuke's machine learning capabilities for tasks such as extreme slow motion and automating roto and rotoscoping, implementing Python scripting to enhance speed and workflow efficiency in Nuke. By mastering these advanced techniques, you will not only adapt to industry trends, but also position yourself as a valuable senior comp artist capable of leveraging cutting-edge technology to achieve superior results in compositing. By the end of this training, you will be up to speed and ready to announce yourself an experienced Nuke comp artist that understands the ups and downs of the job and eager to move forward. So let's get started.